love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, man, you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show. Love you, Kenny.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, Sha. Sha's the Florida Love Show singer. She sings the Florida Love Show's theme song, and she's amazing. So love you, love you, love you, Sha. Sharon Love. Love you, love you, love you. So I love each and every one of you. Welcome to the Florida Love Show. Actually, I just saw that Lisa Newman, who I went to high school with, started watching. So if you're there, Lisa, please comment. I just saw it, and I hope you are watching. But whoever's watching, comment, so we could spread the love all over the world. I love each and every one of you. So I'm Kenny Love. I'm the founder, creator, host, and lover of the Florida Love Show, and also the nonprofit Florida Love. So we're a nonprofit, a 501c3, and love is free. Love is free. Everything on Florida Love is free. So please, please let me know you're there so we can spread the love all over the world. So this is a really special show. I have Tammy, Lynn, Baruch Oh, she's there for your girl Tammy, Denise Arena. Love you, Denise. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Oh my God, keep the comments coming, Denise. Love you, love you, love you. So beautiful, so beautiful. So Tammy Lynn is a world famous daughter and lover of health. She loves health, and of course, she's the daughter of this beautiful mom who, her name is Joan, but we call her Tina. Tina Love, Tina Love. So I want to show you a picture of her beautiful mom so everyone can see how beautiful she is. Tammy, where was this taken?
This was probably taken in her early 20s
Uh-huh.
in Newark,
Yeah.
Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, so she's like a Hollywood actress supermodel. Like, she's just gorgeous. Your mom is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I see where you get your looks from mom, right?
Thank you. That's right.
And from dad. Why don't I bring out Dr. Eli, dad? So look at these parents she has. I mean, look how handsome. And her dad's from Egypt, right?
Yes.
Right? And he's Jewish. His last name's
Yes.
Baruch, which means
Yes.
blessed. So Tammy, I always say Tammy is blessed love. She's just blessed. So I am so excited. So we're going to be doing an in loving memory to her mom and, of course, her dad, because her dad and her mom were together. And we're just going to spread the love all over the world. So I'm so excited, Tammy.
Thank you.
So excited. Look at them. They're like the most handsome couple. Beautiful. So, Tammy, how'd they meet?
In Newark City Hospital, actually, they met through my mother's mother. There was a dinner party in Edison, New Jersey, and my father was supposed to pick between these two ladies that were sitting next to him. One was on one side and one was on the other. And my mother and my grandmother were down at the other end of the table. And as the story goes, my father kept leaning forward like this to see my mother. But he had the woman that owned the house, her name was Vicky, and she worked for my grandmother. And my father was not interested in these two ladies. He was interested in the woman that was at the end of the table. So they had dinner, they went home, and a week or so later, apparently my mother needed a doctor referral, and my grandmother had said to her, remember that doctor that we met at Vicky's dinner party? Why don't you go to the hospital and he'll get you a referral? And she said, okay. So she goes to the hospital, and my father actually had a girlfriend, and my mother was engaged and had a ring on her hand. And the story goes that my father's best friend was Charlie, another doctor. And my father had said to Charlie, when Susie, his girlfriend, comes in, we are going to pretend that Susie is your girlfriend, not my girlfriend. And Charlie's like, why are you going to do this? He goes, because remember, I told you about that woman, Tina, that I met the other night. That's my woman. This is not my woman. So he goes, okay. So Tina comes in, and my father introduces and says, Charlie, this is Tina. This is Charlie. And this beautiful blonde, blue-eyed woman comes in, and my mother sees her. You couldn't miss her, striking. And my father says to his girlfriend, Susie, he says to Tina, this is Charlie's girlfriend, Susie. My mother said, the woman stood there, did not make a fuss, with grace and dignity, turned a few shades of red, turned around, and just walked straight down the hallway and left. And that was it. Nothing was said. My father and Charlie had said, oh, she doesn't feel well, so she left. And many months later, my mother found out that was actually my father's girlfriend. So my mother asked this doctor for a referral, and my father said, I want to take you out for a cup of coffee, for dinner, anything. And she said, no, as you can see, I'm sorry, I'm engaged. He said, no, you're not. She goes, what do you mean, no, I'm not? I am, I'm engaged.
Now, there's one thing I love about this story. She was engaged to a man named?
She was engaged to a man named Romeo.
Romeo. Romeo.
And many times I asked my mother, I've heard this story many times, if that was really his name. That was really his name. He was a very good-looking man, went with his name, and loved her, and she had a ring on her hand. And my father said to her, no, you will be mine. And she said, what do you mean I will be yours? How dare you? And she said, no, you will be mine. He said, we will go for dinner. And after about 15 invitations, my mother finally let him take her out for dinner. On the first date, my father asked her to marry him. And she said, I'm engaged. He said, no, you will be my wife. And about 15 dinners later, my mother finally said yes, and poor Romeo was gone.
Yeah,
So-
and your dad's girlfriend was gone too. She
And,
walked right out of the
Susie,
doctor's
the
office.
beautiful blonde, was gone as well.
Yeah.
They didn't have a chance. And-
Beshert.
Beshert,
Beshert.
yes.
Meant to be.
Yes.
So let me just hold up a few photos. So married right away. Asked him to marry. Asked her to
Yes.
marry him.
He-
okay.
yes, he did not want to
Look
wait.
at how gorgeous this couple is. This from their wedding, right?
Yes. that was
Okay.
their wedding
Look
picture.
how gorgeous this couple is. I mean, to me, this is right out of Hollywood. So what's it like for you to see these pictures?
It's very moving. It's very emotional. I guess they were a beautiful couple together, and they were very much in love. And my father, being from Egypt, his tradition was to when he met my grandparents, he bowed and said, "How do you do?" And they fell in love with him immediately, and they were very much for my mother marrying the cute little doctor. So they got married, and my father had very little. He got an opportunity to join the U.S. Air Force, and he was extremely excited. And he was supposed to become a captain. And my mother said, no, 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 you must hold out for major. And my father said, what? I'm from Egypt. I have an accent. I'm lucky that we have a free house to live in. And she said, no, I've been hearing they make doctors majors. So he held out, and he became a major, and he went in as a major and came out as a major. Later on, my mother made him leave because she wanted to move back to New Jersey. And my father would always say, if it wasn't for your mother, I'd be a general now. So my father was very proud. My father never told people he was a doctor. He told people he was a major.
Yes, so he was a major, and he wouldn't hear no for an answer.
No.
It was Beshert with your mom. It was
Yes.
meant to be, and he was going to marry her right away.
Yes.
And Baruch, his last name is blessed. So they were
Yes.
blessed.
Yes.
How gorgeous is this? I have to actually show one more because it's just too good. Look at this. Now, is that a wedding? I mean, again, this is like out of a Hollywood movie. That's why I love doing In Loving Memories, because it doesn't happen like this now. He said, I'm going to marry her like right away. Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning.
Yeah, he was not going to take no for an answer.
Yeah, this
He's-
looks like a
he
fun
believed
wedding.
He believed if you work hard enough, you can have what you want. That means the person of your dreams, anything. And he worked very hard for everything he had. He got everything he wanted.
Yeah, he believed you could live your dreams. And,
Yes.
and his mom, and your mom was his dream.
Yes.
So, do you know where this wedding was held?
No doubt in Newark, New Jersey.
In Newark, New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah, then you lived in New Jersey, right?
Yes. Yes. My mother went to Arts High in Newark, which is a school like the movie Fame. And,
Well,
and he
well,
was-
that's the movie Fame that came. That's what came out of that. Her
yes,
high school.
That's the high school my mother went to. So she was a singer, actress, dancer,
Yeah,
and
very talented, creative.
Yes.
Your mom, beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful.
I had many pictures of her on stage in many theater productions.
Yeah. So you used to love singing and dancing with mom, right?
Yes, very much.
Yeah. So I just got to show one more thing here. So they produced two beautiful daughters. Okay,
Yes.
an older one, Tracy. I love you, Tracy, by the way, if you're watching. She's 6 years older than you, right?
Yes, she is.
And beautiful Tammy, so beautiful T&T, Tracy and Tammy,
And Tina.
and Tina, all the
Tracy, and
T's.
Tina.
But here is beautiful Tammy.
Thank you.
So, yeah, they produced. I love it. Spread the love. And by the way, your friend just wrote in how amazing you are, what an amazing girlfriend you are.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like
Thank you so
incredible.
much.
Incredible.
That's
So
so
we're going to
sweet.
be spreading the love. Okay, we're going to keep
Yes.
going in a little bit with your mom, but I wanted to bring out these photos because I was crying when I made the slideshow, and I was crying when I made these photos. They are so beautiful together. Handsome, gorgeous, stunning Hollywood couple, right out of Hollywood. So it's Black History Month, and this is the last Friday of the Florida Love Show, so I'm still celebrating Black History Month. So to all my African American friends, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Wishing you the most happy, loving Black History Month ever. So the first thing I'm going to do is after George Floyd passed, okay, when I saw what that officer did to George Floyd, I cried. I said, I got to do something about this. And I had no idea what to do. So I reached out to my idol, my hero, Martin Luther King. I'm going to read this. I have a dream, and I have a dream too, because he's pure love, that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal, all men and women are created equal, all human beings are created equal. We're all the same, we're all human beings. Martin Luther King saw that. And he said, actually last week I played the I Have a Dream speech from when they marched on Washington. He said, I have a dream that my children, my black children, are going to hold hands with the white children. That we're all brothers and sisters, and we are. I love you all my brothers and sisters, my soul brothers and sisters. Pure love, my idol. So Martin Luther King said to me after George Floyd passed, he said, go out and give out roses to every African American and say, I love you. So I was on my way to the show with 6 dozen roses, and Peter, love you, brother. Peter is the most amazing, loving guy. Pure love, beautiful. Love you, Peter. Love you, love you, love you. Love Peter. So keep spreading the love. Keep writing in. Keep spreading the love. So I was on my way to the show with 6 dozen roses. I went back into Whole Foods where I bought them, and I gave them to every African American in Whole Foods. So all these African Americans in Whole Foods are holding roses. And I told them I love you. And they hugged me and kissed me and said, God bless you, and we need love more now than ever before. I was crying, okay? And it became a worldwide love movement called Roses for Change. People call me from all over the world to give out roses and say I love you. So the newspapers covered it, the Sun Sentinel, Boca, Del Rey, and then the TV covered it as well, okay? So I'm going to show you the first TV news where we're handing out roses in front of Bed Bath & Beyond in Boca Raton during COVID and saying I love you. I'm sorry, I'm getting very emotional. I'm going to start crying. It was so beautiful. Everybody got lit up. Lit up. So please play the first news.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said, I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer. volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself, and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smelling Sweet, CBS 4 News.
Beautiful. Oh, wow. I always get so emotional. Mwah. Love you, Lisa Petrillo. So Lisa Petrillo is the first reporter right there, and she says, smelling sweet, because a rose is the smelling sweetness of love, and we were spreading love all over the world. So the second news I'm going to show you, I give out roses to teenagers and say I love you at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach. These teenagers hadn't heard I love you in years from parents, siblings, friends. They didn't hear it. So I walk in, they're just kind of hanging around. By the end, we're dancing, singing, and we're lit up and best. So please play the second news.
We're continuing to bring you inspiring stories from our area about people changing their communities for the better. Tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore shares the story of a man on a mission to spread love, one rose at a time.
Roses are red, and Ken Lerman's suit is too.
Love you, Anthony.
If you see his bouquets, he has a message for you.
Man, love you, brother.
The 55-year-old loves love,
I love you.
and he now uses roses to let people know it.
No, I love you.
There's some pain behind Lerman's purpose. His Roses for Change campaign began this summer after he and people across the country witnessed the fallout following the death of George Floyd while in police custody.
How can one human being do that to another human being? Like, I was crying when I saw it.
Armed with roses and a message of love, Lerman says he wanted to reach those most affected.
I got to give this to all the African Americans. They're hurting.
His message has since caught on both online and in Palm Beach County, where he regularly shares love and roses to people of all colors. We caught up with Lerman with 100 of his favorite flowers in hand at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
A lot of learning goes on every day here in the Milagro Center, but today's lesson consisted of some flowers and 3 words going a long way.
I love you.
I was surprised, and I was like, oh, I love you too.
A lot of these teens say it's been a while since they've heard those words directed at them,
I love you.
and even longer since they have been given flowers.
It was kind of weird at first. I was like, roses giving someone flowers. It was kind of weird because I didn't expect that, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice gesture.
He said, I love you, you stay safe, and he told my grandma happy birthday too.
Lerman says he hopes the connection he makes with strangers leaves a lasting impact.
That's my mission every single day, to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love.
Because maybe all you need is love. In Delray Beach, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And you can help us share stories that are inspiring South Florida. Just send us your ideas to inspiringsfl@wptv.com, or you can head to our website to make us.
Love you, love you, love you. I mean, that was incredible. So the second reporter there, he said, maybe all you need is love. So here at Florida Love, we say, all you need is love. The Beatles got it right. Love is everything. I say I love you to everybody. Everybody. My doorman, my neighbors, in the elevator, at Publix this morning, I was saying I love you. People saying I love you back. You say I love you, they're saying I love you back. And I call that love karma. So I just want to read you something about karma, because the more love you put out, the more you're going to get back. So love karma. What goes around comes around. Keep your circle positive, speak good words, think good thoughts, do good deeds. The more you say I love you, the more love you put out, the more you get back. And you just spread love to one person, you're spreading love to the whole world. And life is short. I could pass right now on this show. Oh my God, love you, Maribel. Oh, love you, Maribel, love. Wow, amazing. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Please keep the comments coming. Please keep spreading the love. So I say I love you to everybody. So I'm going to give you some examples how I say I love you to everybody. Okay? So the first example I'm going to show you is Angel, my Uber driver. Yeah, my Uber driver. I'm sitting in the back. I go, I love you, Angel. I love you, Angel. He says, I love you. We ended up falling in love. Simple. Possible. World love is possible. And I said 2023 at the very beginning of this year is the year of love. So we are in the year of love. So go out and say I love you to everybody, because life is short. You only have now. You could pass away now. Anybody could pass away now. I could pass away now. Right now. Heart attack. I'm even going to give you another example. So I was in a car accident last month on the Florida Turnpike. I was hit by a monster truck from behind at 100 miles an hour. My car nearly exploded. Look at the gas tank. Gas was all over the place. I was just driving along. It can happen in a second. So what are we waiting for? And what are your last words going to be to people? Are they going to be, I love you? Give it a shot. Say, I love you. Say, I love you to everybody around you. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. So I love each and every one of you. So life is short. We only have now to say, I love you. And the real reason why love goes viral is because God is love, right out of the Bible. Yeah. Talking about Baruch and blessed. God is love. God takes love and spreads it all over the world. Just say I love you to one person and you're spreading it all over the world. You're transforming the world with love. It's that simple, and it's possible. It's possible. So I'm going to show you the next picture, spreading love. Kathy Love, my ship delivery girl. We fell in love. She came over, delivered something to my condo, hugging, kissing, loving each other. Kathy Love. Why not? Ship delivery girl. I love you. Look at that. Look how happy we are. Love is happiness and freedom. Pure love, it's happiness and freedom. I love you, love you, love you. So then we have, why not? When you're renting a U-Haul, say I love you to everybody. I said I love you to everybody. And I love the girl over here. I love this girl. I love that face. That's what love does. It makes your lips pucker. Wow, that was a tongue twister. U-Haul. Look how happy we are. Love you, love you, love you. Then, hey, why not at the car wash? So I'm at the car wash, and this is Elise Love. She's drying my window. I roll down my window. I go, I just want you to know I love you. I love you, love you, love you. We fell in love. Look how happy we are. Simple, possible. Just go out and say, I love you. And last but not least, why not at the 7-Eleven gas station? When you're filling up with gas, just go and say, I love you to everybody at every pump. I love you, love you, love you. Look how happy we are. Miracle. With great loves comes miracles. So I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Pure freedom, pure happiness, pure love. Oh. Wow, I see this, I get so emotional. You know, life is short. So Martin Luther King believed this, and I believe this too. There's only one race, the human race. We're all human beings, we all have blood, we're all the same. Okay, I don't see color. Okay, so like right now here, I see two children. Two children. These are just children. And I look only in their eyes. I only look in people's eyes when I speak to them. That's all I need to do, because then I see their heart and their soul of pure love. Look how beautiful, beautiful these eyes are, of pure love, pure love. So there's only one race, the human race. We're all human beings, so let's all love each other as human beings. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Am I having a blast. So Martin Luther King, okay, we're celebrating Black History Month. Everybody who has stood for love has been assassinated. See, people, the world, forever, Christ, Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Anwar Sadat, I mean, Yitzhak Rabin. We could just go down the list. People who stood for love, they stood for peace, assassinated. So I'm going to play you right now, for Black History Month, Martin Luther King's very last speech, where he made the speech. He was going to walk with these union workers for love. The next day, he was shot and killed and assassinated. But I want to play you his last speech, because just listen to the love pouring out of him. So please play that video.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
That's showing the next day he was assassinated on the balcony. Yeah, he saw freedom. He saw the mountaintop, that we could all be free as human beings and love each other, pure love, because God is love, right out of the Bible. It's possible. Martin Luther King saw it, pure love. I love you, Martin Luther King. I love you, love you, love you. You're my hero, you're my idol. So I want to read a few things that he said. As I said before, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal, all men and women are created equal, all human beings are created equal. Equal, 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 equal. Yeah, he saw the promised land, that all human beings are equal and we can all love each other. I love you, Martin Luther King. I love you. Here's what else he said. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? See, he knew, and like, this show's not about me. It's not about him or me. It's about others, loving others, others' happiness, others' freedom, others' equality, others' justice. So this is a question to ponder. What are you doing for others? Selfless, for others. I love you, love you, love you, Martin Luther King. And then he said, love this one, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Yes, love conquers hate. He knew love, pure love, gives pure freedom, pure happiness. Love. Love you, love you, love you, Martin Luther King. And I love each and every one of you. I love this. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. That's powerful. So I'm just going to give you one quick example. I'm on 95 a few weeks ago, and the guy passes me on the right, giving me the finger. I had no idea what I did. So I said, brother, buddy, can you roll down your window, please? He rolls down his window, and I said, I just want you to know, brother, I love you. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And his finger went down. So love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Powerful. Love you, Martin Luther King. We need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice. Not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. Humanity. Oh, I love that word, because we're all human beings. In love with human beings, humanity. We're all the same. We're all equal. We all have blood. So let's all love each other. Oh, do I love Martin Luther King. So, he said something in there. He said, we're not a totalitarian government like Russia or China. This is in the 1960s, okay? Russia right now invaded Ukraine. I mean, this is what human beings do, and it's killing hundreds of thousands of people. And it's the anniversary today, the 1-year anniversary that Russia invaded Ukraine, a sovereign country. So I just want to read this as my dedication of love to Ukraine. I love you, Ukraine. Love you. And you're going to win this war. Ukraine, lifting all Ukrainians in sincere, heartfelt prayer. Dear Lord, protect all families, their children, make their spaces safe, provide for all their needs and comfort them. We're all sending prayers of love, peace, hope, and healing. God will prevail. Amen, 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 amen. Love you, Ukraine. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. So, being Black History Month, I want to play a song right now that's written by an African-American artist who, I call him MJ. And it's my vision, and I would say that we all love each other. That's what this song is all about. So please play the next song.
is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. And if we try, we shall see. don't let that disappear. Preserve our animals and plants and humankind as well, so that our future generations can have a story to tell. Protect us from evil and spread the word of good, of peace, love, justice, virtue, and brotherhood. Cause we only have one earth and we can't waste our motherland, so let's move as one force. I think it's time to take a stand. Could fly so high and let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. Watch a nation turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if we cared enough for the living. Take a little space to make a better place. Build the world, make it a better place for you and for me. Inside we raise people dying, if we get enough for living, make a better place for you and for me. Build the world, make it a better place for you and for me. And the entire human race. There are people dying, if we care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
Oh my God, I'm so emotional, I'm crying. Oh my God, those kids are so cute. They're all child prodigies. Child prodigies. That's our future. Future love. Children. Teenagers. Kids. Wow. So, Tammy Love, who again, Baruch, she's blessed. I just met her today, okay? She wrote me on Facebook Messenger a week ago. Exactly a week ago. And she is pure love. And when she wrote me, I was crying. I was just like, I read it over and over again because she just has the biggest heart in the world. And she gets it from Tina. So it's amazing, the T's. Tina, Tracy, and Tammy. Her mom had the biggest heart. So Tammy wrote me, and now she's here. I met her for the first time, and all I see in her eyes is pure love, pure love. Now, she had wrote me because she saw this, right? So I posted this. I love you. You're probably thinking you don't even know me. That's true. But if people can hate for no reason, I can love. And Tammy said, I can love. I'm a lover. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you wrote me.
I did.
Yeah. So I want to dedicate a song right now to you and your mom, okay? It's a beautiful love song, all right? And it's special just for you and your mom. So please play the next song.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. And now that you're here, my dreams are waking, and I will keep you from all harm. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. But please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy. I'll pick you up when you've fallen down. You turn the sky blue when it is raining. You'll always keep the sunshine around. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
So Tammy, I love you, and I love Mom Tina. Why did I choose that song?
My mother used to sing that song to me. She also used to tell me you only hurt the ones you love. So there was a disagreement or a fight, she would sing this to me.
So your mom would always sing that song to you.
Yes.
And were there certain times that she would sing it to you?
I remember at night before we were going to sleep, she came into my room and was singing to me. And in the kitchen, she was singing to me. Because I was not doing well. I was sad over something.
So when you were sad over something, she'd come in your room or the kitchen and sing this to you?
Yes.
To cheer you up? To cheer you up?
Yes.
Yeah, because she loved you so much.
Yes, she did.
So is there anything you would love to say to your mom right now on live TV?
That there's not a day that goes by that I don't miss her. And I would do anything to have one moment back so I could see her again and hug her again and apologize for everything that I did that maybe wasn't perfect. if I could go back and be the perfect daughter, but I was not, and we're not. And you can't go back, so if your mother is here, make sure she knows every day. Make sure you go out of your way. Don't stay angry, because once they're gone, you don't get a second chance.
So if your mom was here, you'd love to give her a big hug and kiss and say, I love you.
Yes.
So she's here, because I got to tell you, when I played that song, this started shaking. And I had chills down my spine from your mom's love for you.
I believe she follows me.
She's right here. And why do you believe she follows you? Is there anything that shows you that she's following you?
Things have happened. A person talking to me once, a stranger, it was actually in the streets of Toronto. A woman in a wheelchair saw me rubbing my arm. And I had hurt my arm. Somebody had hurt me physically. And a complete stranger in a wheelchair in a very busy, crowded street just touched my arm and rubbed it like my mother used to. And she said to me, you better take care of that. And it was, why would a person in a wheelchair who doesn't know me touch me and talk to me and care how my arm is? So I took that as a sign. I have, in the last few months, asked her to help me with things. And sometimes they actually happen. So I think that she's making things happen for me.
Yeah, she loves you so much. And so last night, your mom was there for you. What did she do?
I was sick, and I was out of meds, and I was out of food, and I just didn't feel. I thought I was getting better and done with this cold, and my head was killing me. I had a fever, and I was in no condition to get in the car and go get food. Somebody called me. I had a 3-minute conversation with me, a complete stranger, and said, wow, you don't sound, I said, yeah, I have a cold. He said, do you have meds? Do you have food? I said, no, I'll go tomorrow. I just ran out. He said, where do you live? I said, I live in East Boca. He said, I'm going to bring you meds and food. You tell me what you need. Never met the man. And he delivered them right to my building, all the way from West Boca, 70 miles back and forth, and brought me soup and meds and juice. Asked for nothing, didn't expect anything, and took care of my valet girl. They dropped it off, and I had food and meds, and I'm feeling much better now. Then as I was driving here, I don't usually look at the license plate in front of me. I've never been here before, so I was paying attention to the way I'm going. And I looked at the license plate in front of me, and it said, Mom. Coincidence? Yes. I mean, how many people have Mom on their license plate on the day that I am coming here to a Florida Love show to talk about my mother? One could say coincidence. I think it's more than that. I think she's been following me.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of wonderful things happen to me in the last couple months. And even my best friend, whose also name is Tammy, she said, did you notice that things seem to be coming down, Tammy, for you? And I said, yeah. So I don't know, you know. And then I meet you, and here I am.
Yeah. So I love you so much, so much, so much, Tammy. And
I
I
love
love
you too.
Tina, your mom, so much, so much, so much. So she's the one who got the medication last night. There
I
are
guess
no
so.
accidents. She's the one who had the license plate today.
It
so
must
there
be.
are no accidents, because God is love.
Yes.
Yeah, your mom's right here with you. So I want to play another song I want to dedicate to a really special song to you and your mom right now. Full of love.
Thank
Please
you.
play the next song.
Put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight. Huddle up and cuddle up with all your might. Oh, won't you roll those eyes, eyes that I just idolize. When they look at me, my heart begins to float. Then it starts a-rockin' like a motorboat. Oh, I never knew any girl like you.
Oh, put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight, then huddle up and cuddle up with all your might. Oh, won't you roll those eyes, eyes that I just idolize. When you look at me, my heart begins to flow. Then it starts a-rockin' like a motorboat. Oh, I never knew any girl like you. I never knew another girl like you. I never knew another boy like you.
So put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight. Huddle up and cuddle up with all your might. Oh, won't you roll those eyes, eyes that I just idolize. When they look at me, my heart begins to float. Then it starts a-rockin' like a motorboat. Oh, I never knew any girl like you.
Oh, when I look at you,
my heart begins to flow.
It starts to rock, rock, rockin'
like a motorboat. Oh, I never knew any girl like you.
Put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight. I never knew a girl like you.
Wow. So I never knew any girl like Tina and Tammy, like you. So why did I play that, Tammy?
When I was in 5th grade, I was chosen to sing a song on stage, and my mother taught me this song and gave me all those little movements to do and put on this show. And then for many years after that, anytime company would come over to the house, it was my job to perform this song for my parents' friends as a little girl. So this was like our song. I had all the movements and everything. The song was a little different. It was Any Boy Like You, because I'm a girl. And I was supposed to pick out one boy in the audience, and I would point, and it was very, adorable, and it was cute. So I appreciate that you played that very much.
Love you. Can you give us a little example?
An example?
Yeah.
Of?
Just singing that song like you were a little girl.
So there was a whole movement. It was put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight, cuddle up and huddle up with all your might. Oh, babe, I never knew any boy like you.
Beautiful. Wow. Give her some applause, Mayor. Applause, please.
Thank you.
Wow. So I want to play the slideshow of your mom because I want everybody to see how like stunningly beautiful, brilliant, incredible, special this Hollywood movie star is. So please play the slideshow. When I made that slideshow, I was crying the whole time. So what's it like to see all those gorgeous memories?
It's very emotional for me, and it brings back a lot of happy thoughts. I miss them both so much. So I can't say enough just to treasure both your mother and your father, and to tell them every day how much you love them, and kiss them and hug them every day.
Yeah, and now they're both gone. So what would you love to say to them on live TV right now?
Thank you for giving me life and all the opportunities that they both gave me, and always being there when I really needed them. And for making me feel like I was special all the time. My mother used to brag so much that it was embarrassing. I wish she was around so she could brag now. And the one photo, I was 8 years old, I was Little Miss New Jersey. Both of my parents, up until even in my 30s, would tell people, this is Little Miss New Jersey. They didn't think it was inappropriate. And I would get embarrassed, and don't get embarrassed when your parents are proud of you.
Yeah, so Little Miss New Jersey. So before I end the show, I want to play one last song dedicated to you and your mom and all these beautiful memories. So please play the last song.
be beautiful and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So with the laughter, we will remember. Whenever we remember the way we were, the way we
Love you so much. So she's wearing heart earrings singing that song, and you're wearing heart earrings, love earrings. So I want to thank you, Tammy.
Thank
for
you
being
so
on
much
the
for my
Florida Love
earrings.
Show today. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you. It was amazing, very special for me. I appreciate it. And my
Yeah.
heart necklace.
And I want to say how much I love your mom, Tina. Love you, love
Lo-
you, love you.
Love you, Mom. Love you, miss you. Every day.
Beautiful. So I love you so much, Tammy. Love you, love you, love you. I love all of you so much. I want to thank you for watching the Florida Love Show today. So go out, spread love. You only have now. Before you pass, before anybody else passes, don't wait. You only have now. So go out and say I love you to everyone. You only have now. So as I end every show, I love you, love you, love you. Who could you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.